Good evening and welcome to the rinks here in Hauppauge, second game of the evening on this fine Saturday night on October 25th. Brady Campbell with you alongside Rowan Laddick operating the camera for us tonight. Suffolk County High School Hockey League freshman hockey here on LI Sports Network, and it's a matchup between Kings Park Commack Knights and the Middle Country Cougars. As both teams take the ice for warm-ups. Look back to earlier in this young season, both these teams right around the middle of the pack so far. Kings Park Commack comes in as the road team tonight. They're 2-1, 4 points. They sit in 8th place. Last time out, a close 4-3 loss versus Eastport South Manor. The lone goal in that one scored, or the leader of KPC in that one, was Joseph Tuazola with a goal and an assist. Carson Esturo, of course, in the net for that one. He's been the goalie the whole way through so far for KPC. On the other side, the Cougars 1-2. Have just those 2 points, sitting in 10th place so far on this young campaign. Their last game, October 10th, 10-4 loss versus St. Anthony's. It was the Tacaros leading the way. 2 goals and 1 assist for Madison Tacaro. 1 goal, 1 assist for Dylan Tacaro. And in net for that one was Jack LaSala. Both teams appear to be a little short-handed here tonight. We'll talk more about that when we come back, as warm-ups have just concluded. We'll be back in a moment with the starting goalies and the puck drop right here on LI Sports Network. Just about set for puck drop here on LI Sports Network. First day, quick look at the starting goalies. First for Middle Country, it will be Dominic Graziano tonight. He started just 1 game on the season. He is 1-0, 3.00 goals against. So he is undefeated so far. They turn to him once again. For Kings Park Commack, the only goalie list on the roster has been Carson Esturo. But it's been kind of a revolving door for them this season. Tonight it will be number 7, Joseph Schwartz, who has 3 goals and 1 assist as a skater this season. He's hoping he can fare just as well as the goalie here tonight. Puck down, we are underway. KPC in the road, maroon and gold, and Middle Country in the home white. Cougars looking to get back to 500 on the young season. The late-off side here against KPC. And the Knights looking to get 2 games above 500. Second of 2 games here tonight. Was supposed to be 3. The other freshman game prior to this between St. Anthony's and West Islip was not played. It was a forfeit win for West Islip. So we'll pick up the free win. Second of 2 freshman games now. This one being played. Will it be able to live up to the first game of the night? Developmental hockey. Absolute thriller. 8-7 in overtime. Sachem over East Islip. False start on the draw. We'll do it again. And it's won back by Colin Skinner. Now it's Waterman with it. trying to fight his way through. It's poked out to center. Did mention briefly during warm-ups, both teams a bit short-handed tonight. Well, if you look across at the benches, only 4 players on the bench for Kings Park Commack, only 2 for Middle Country. So a lot more ice time for everyone out there here tonight. Here's Skinner, dips the shoulder, takes it wide, puts it off the outside of the net. Brought the puck with him though. Skinner working on Reyes. Because Reyes does a good job defending him. Now it's Mason Cohen wrapping it around. And Jared Waterman trying to shake free. Skinner backs him up at the point, holds the line. Does a good job of doing so with McCarthy right near him. Cohen tries to backhand one to the front, could not. And Middle Country will clear the zone. Right back in, looks to come KPC, and they will. Oh, big check delivered on the wall. Down goes Ryan Trainer. Hit delivered by Reyes. Now the puck goes behind the net. Near side to far. Reyes locks up with Cohen. Good start for KPC so far. Nothing really towards the net aside from that one shot off the outside from Skinner. Loose puck. Allstat gets to it. Puts it right through the slot. No one home. Flip pass. Hits the stick of Reyes. Trainer trying to keep it in. Followed up at the line by Tuazolo. And he's able to get it deep. Elena Figueroa gets to it. To the blue line. Held in by Waterman. Hill, though, helps it back out to center. Tuazolo flips it ahead. Settled down by Reyes, gets the red line and wraps it around. And able to get a change here are the Cougars. Skinner gets to it, loops back with it, behind his own net. There's it for Jason Carbo, who's checked to the wall. Comes to the near side, Mezzasalma has some room. He takes it behind his own net, draws about 3 Cougars there before it's moved ahead. Skinner couldn't get there, Figueroa. And here comes Middle Country back the other way. Liam McCarthy over the line. McCarthy, a high shot, knocked down by Schwartz, and he dives on it to get the whistle. First test of the game for Joseph Schwartz, and he passes with flying colors. No rebound. 11:43 left here in the first period. Still scoreless. Faceoff will be to the left of Schwartz. Behind the net it goes. Hill with a big check to the boards. Was delivered by McCarthy on Carbut. And back the other way comes KPC, at least attempting to. It's held in though. Pass to the slot. McCarthy shot sticked away. Round the boards it comes. Hustling to hold it in, Grayson Giametti. Here's Ryan Schwartz. Around Cohen, held in by Reyes. His shot blocked out to neutral ice. Skinner trying to fight his way through. Took down, looks like McCarthy, or rather Giametti, we play on. Here's Carba from the blue line, flips one wide. Reyes wins the race to the puck. Stick lifted though, and he goes down, and here's Skinner. Skinner strong on the puck. Dropped it off. Pass cross ice, walking in Schwartz over the net. Mezzasalma gets through Hill and Rivera. Takes it to the front. Mezzasalma scores! KPC strikes first on the goal from Justin Mezzasalma, his first of the season. It's a power move to the front and then splits the 2 checkers. Low glove there, able to beat Graziano. And a crucial first goal in this game goes to Kings Park Commack. Here's Allstat off the ensuing draw, brings it in. Allstat to the circle, fires wide. Great individual effort that time, though, from Brody Allstat, who already has 6 Genos on the season. Walderman back in. Couldn't handle it. Reyes to the point. Walderman was waiting. Takes the shot high. And the player in front ready to deflect it. That was Cohen. Now it goes down to the corner. Figueroa takes it away from him. Followed up by Tuazolo. Tuazolo separated from the puck. And it's skated out by McCarthy. Walderman turns McCarthy around. And now he starts up ice. Walderman over the line, right down the slot. Save made. Graziano, rebound cleared away by Figueroa. And then that pass hit her in the helmet. Tuazolo moves it to the point. Trainer. Long shot deflected, I believe, by one of the Cougars, and it was stopped by Graziano. And here's Trainer. Turns it right back around into the attacking zone. Good stick by Figueroa, knocks it back out. Trainer goes deeper for McCarthy. Pass hit a stick. Back in comes Reyes over the line. Reyes a shot. Getting a piece of it was Schwartz. Shot from the point, knocked down by Schwartz, and he'll cover. So far the play controlled mostly by the Knights, but that's got to be a key to the game for the Cougars. Schwartz has looked pretty good, but he's normally not a goalie. Got to get as many shots on him as you can if you're Middle Country, especially here in the early going. With more possession for KPC in the offensive zone. Entering the ice from the locker room and immediately getting the play was Jack Conlon. A steal for Tuazolo, and he sends a teammate on a 2-on-0. They score! And it's Skinner who buries it. 2-0 KPC. A steal by Tuazolo. Unselfish play there to Skinner. He joins the rush, though. 2-on-0. Skinner lets that shot go. Low glove. So a good start here for Kings Park. Commack, they lead 2-0. Giveaway. Faith Rivera trying to hold it in. Fought back out to center by Carba. On for Skinner. Couldn't get through Giametti. Carba separates Hill from the puck. Throws it across. Tuazolo, a shot. Stopped by Graziano, and he dives on the rebound. Skinner from Tuazolo. Mezasalma's goal unassisted. And it's a 2-0 lead for Kings Park Commack. Face off to the blue line, just held in by Jared Walderman. To the corner, 2-on-2 battle. Flipped out to center by MC, all the way down. Slow up for Schwartz. Makes sure of it though, and he dives on the puck to get the whistle. Two nothing. 7:48 left here, approaching the halfway point of period number 1. Defensive zone draw win for KPC. Walderman springs Cohen, has a teammate to his right, gets him in, shot, save Graziano. Big save for Dominic Graziano to keep it a 2-0 game. He stopped Allstat, point blank. Found himself open, practically on a partial breakaway there. Down the wing, Walderman on goal, sticks a Graziano, couldn't reach it, rebound, he stops it and holds on. Face-off won by McCarthy, hammered around. Cohen knocks it down towards the goal, wide of the net. Trainer back around. Reyes will get to it. Now he's checked to the boards. Cohen and Hill trying to dig it free out of each other's skates. Walderman dances around McCarthy. Takes the shot. Conlon with the block out high. Trying to shake it off as it's flipped right through the slot. Hill clears it out. Here's Conlon. Over the line, Jack Conlon. Takes it wide, flips one off the outside of the net. And KPC will clear. And there's a chance for Allstat back in, down the wing. Allstat backhand tried, nearly roofed it under the bar. Just put a little too much lob on it. Needed a 5-iron there as the shot goes wide. Hill trying to get it to McCarthy, and we have the game's first penalty coming up as Mezasala was taken down by McCarthy. Allstat back in, trying to make it not matter. But Middle Country gets the touch up, and we get a hooking call. Against McCarthy, first power play. To KPC already with the 2-0 lead. And they win the face-off. Mississauga has room here to step in. Gets forced back out high. Good look, cross ice, Figueroa. Reddick got a stick on it. Centering pass on the wrong side of Allstat. Now it's Skinner. Has Allstat in front. Goes up to Schwartz. Schwartz holds on to it. Takes it to the circle. Nice move. Schwartz moving in. Fanned on the shot. And then swept the rebound right through the crease. Mezzasalma walks in, shot off a stick wide, big rebound off the outside of the net. Graziano had no time to react, now he's swimming in the crease. Shot goes wide, and he can finally get himself at least somewhat settled. Was unable to really grasp his stick, it's next to him inside the net. Middle Country will clear, and he'll be able to retrieve it. Forecheck this time from Connor Neenan. Back in Mezzasalma, got the scoring started, centered it, went through everyone. Skinner for Schwartz. To Azzolo. 25 left on the penalty. Mezzasalma shot swallowed up by Graziano. Both teams will make line changes here. 22 left on the penalty. And it's cleared out of play. Doing again from the same spot. Puck goes behind the net. Up high. Trainer shot. They score! Seeing eye shot from the blue line, not sure if it was deflected. It finds its way through. It's 3-0 KPC. Cohen's going to lead the handshake line. High shot. It was him in front. Must have gotten a touch on it. Close to the crossbar there. Was just able to keep it below. And KPC off to a good start. And back they come. Nice move by Cohen. And Giametti with a shoulder. Trainer down low. Pass to Azzolo. They do give it to Cohen from Trainer. Cohen to McCarthy. as Middle Country looks to respond. Nice move, McCarthy for Conlon. Couldn't get the shot away. Now sweeps it back door, and it went wide. Pass just out of the reach of Figueroa. She gets to it. Conlon touches it on for McCarthy. Followed up by Conlon. Leaves it for McCarthy. Takes it down low. Sweeps it in front. Just past Rivera. Figueroa steps up. Battle for it in the corner. Shot on. Stick save Schwartz. Kings Park will clear it down the ice, and there will be an icing. Face-off coming back in their end. Good shift by Middle Country after giving up that third goal, trying to get on the board. Unable to do so just yet. .305 left here in the first. Conlon. Giametti pressured by Allstat. Conlon couldn't get through Schwartz. Conlon again tries to swing it towards the front. Picked off, and look out here. Here comes Skinner. Hustling back Reyes to even things up. And then Skinner defended nicely on the back check by McCarthy, who spills down to the ice. Skinner still with the puck. Separated from it. And Conlon for Hill, and the Cougars are out. Back in comes KPC. Allstat, what a move. Moving in, save, big rebound, and getting over Graziano. It may have hit the outside of the net. Schwartz. It gets chipped out. Good hustle by Skinner, though, to win possession back. Here's Allstat. McCarthy nearly with the steal, but it was kicked on by Schwartz. Collision between Reyes and the ref. That allowed Allstat to walk in, and he missed the net short side. Now Kings Park Commack. Here's Carbo. Goes across for a teammate. And Mezzasalma. Takes it wide, couldn't settle the puck down. And it's finally cleared out to center. D-to-D pass. Here's Allstat. Stick lifted by Conlon. Conlon couldn't fight his way through. Final minute of play here in the first. Period mostly controlled by the KPC Knights. Have a relatively comfortable 3-0 lead, but as we saw in the last game here tonight, no lead. Comfortable here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, especially here still in the first period. Schwartz. Reyes able to get it back into Kings Park Commack ice. Final 30. Tuizzolo. Allstat leaking behind the defense. They bank it onto him. Has to cut back. Throws it down low. Tuizzolo a chance, and he scores! What a period for the KPC Knights. Joseph Tuizzolo roofs that one. His second goal in as many games. And the big one to put the exclamation point here on the opening period for the Knights. And we have a brief stoppage here from the officials before they put the puck back in play. Something at the scorer's table. Not sure exactly what. Official scorer has the iPad out. Looks like everything's settled. 17.6 left here in the first. All Kings Park Commack so far. Down the ice it goes, and we get a whistle. I was going to say maybe an icing, but no, it looks like a penalty against Brody Allstad. So to the power play with just 10 seconds left in the period. Goes Middle Country. They'd love to steal one before the horn, but they still have a minute 50 left. If they don't score here, it's not looking too likely. Puck back out to center. Tuazolo will run out of time, and that'll do it for the first period of play. All Kings Park Commack in that one. They lead it 4-0 after one. We'll be back for the second period right here on LI Sports Network. We are back for period number 2 here on the LI Sports Network. A dominant period number 1 for Kings Park Commack. Brady Campbell with you alongside Rowan Lanik on the camera as we get set to start the middle frame. Puck is down, a minute 50 of power play time for Middle Country. And the way that first period went, still plenty of time left in this game, but mentally for Middle Country, it almost has to feel like a must score. McCarthy throws it on. Diving on it is Schwartz. Puck may have been actually loose there, but they get the whistle. Allstat off for tripping. Mezzasoma, Skinner, Cohen, Tuazolo, the goal scorers. All leading to that 4-0 lead, and they clear the face-off. Deep in their own end, all the way down. Dominic Graziano out of his net. Takeaway. Skinner trying to center. Good aggressive stick by Graziano. Here's Conlon. Conlon steps through. Jack Conlon over the line. Couldn't get by Trainer. Conlon left it behind. Here he is. Takes it behind the net. Centering pass. McCarthy was alone in front. It deflected off the apron, though. Figueroa's shot was blocked. Nice move by McCarthy. Has a man in front. Tries to step through one more time. And he got separated from the puck. Figueroa holds it in. Flips it down low. Liam McCarthy on it. Good shift here on the power play for MC. Here's Conlon. Takes it behind. Gets checked from behind. And another penalty here against Kings Park Commack. It will be 33 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey. 13:42 left here in the second period, and this is a golden opportunity here for Middle Country to at least get on the board. If not, get this game within 2. Try and cut the deficit in half. 5-on-3. Cohen's off. Face-off, though, won by Kings Park Commack. Around the boards and out. There's Mezzasoma with the clear and dapped up his goalie on the way by as Figueroa gets to it. Figueroa over the line. Tries to pass it, could not. Here's Conlon. Conlon has some room to step in. Fakes the shot, goes across. McCarthy. We're back to 5-on-4 as Reyes' shot stopped by Schwartz. Minute 23 left on the 5-on-4 power play now. Cohen off for roughing. Face off to the right of Schwartz. Down to the corner it goes. Move behind the net. As Asalma off the glass, off the skate of Giametti and out. Allstat giving it a run. Couldn't get there. Giveaway in neutral ice. Allstat 2-on-2 over the line. Carbo with them. Allstat. Shot muffled by Reyes. Picks it back up behind the goal. As Asalma back down for Allstat. Allstat cuts back, tries to center, comes through the Hill. Hill couldn't get it out. Great short-handed pressure here as Mezzasalma had Allstat in front, couldn't get it to him. Swings it down low. Carba gave it away. Reyes, and then Carba drilled Reyes. Both players go down. Carba another hit, then missed a third time, and the puck just pinned to the kick plate. Conlon trying to dig it free, and I believe another penalty upcoming. High sticking the call. 11 seconds left on the Cohen minor. I believe this is against KPC again. So it'll be 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. Carbo to the box. And then right back to a 5-on-4 for Middle Country. So another good opportunity, as it looks like that power play chance was all but about to expire, and they get a second or third life, I suppose, at it. Clear down the ice, though. That'll do it for the 5-on-3 as Cohen, both feet over the boards, jumps on the ice. 5-on-4 hockey. McCarthy tried to get through Cohen. That was almost a dangerous collision, but he was just able to avoid him. Waterman, McCarthy with a big check on him. And then he was hit. Here's Trainer. Banks it ahead for Cohen. Cohen, what a move. Cohen to the circle. Fanned on the shot. His stick may have been checked. To the blue line, Waterman over skates it, couldn't keep it in. Waterman brings it ahead, poked off his stick. Hill down the ice, Trainer gets to it. Ryan Trainer nearly gave it away. 50 seconds left on the power play, and just fired the length of the sheet. And Figueroa, pressured by Trainer, banks it ahead. Liam McCarthy, nice move to get free of Skinner. Banks it ahead. Tuazolo gets to it. Conlon with the pressure. Just 25 left here on the power play for Middle Country, and this latest one has felt like about anything but for the Cougars. Giametti goes around for McCarthy. Just 10 left on the penalty. Giametti again, past Rivera. Waterman takes it. That'll do it for the man advantage as Rivera sweeps it ahead. And after all that, we are back to 5 aside, and KPC navigates a stretch of 3 straight penalty kills that overlapped a little bit between each one. And maintain their 4-0 lead. Back comes Middle Country. Down the ice it goes. No icing. Tuazolo gets to it. Check to the boards. Here's Skinner. Skinner brings it in. Nice move around Figueroa to the outside. Skinner left the puck behind. Not sure if he was thinking about a Michigan or something, but just kind of left the puck there behind the net. Skinner gets past Giametti, brings it towards the front, and leaves it for Carbo. A shot blocked. I believe it was Figueroa who got in front of it. Cleared out. Trainer there. Keeps it moving for Mezzasalma. Gave it up to Giametti. His pass was blocked. Played ahead by McCarthy. McCarthy one-on-one. Flips it towards the goal. Stopped by Schwartz, and he dives on it to get the whistle. Face off to the left of Schwartz here. Giametti towards McCarthy. McCarthy wrap try. Schwartz made the save. Rebound. Score! And Middle Country on the board. Stuffed home by Connor Neenan. Starts with the play by McCarthy behind the net. The wrap try, Schwartz made the save, standing save, was able to keep it out. Eventually, Neenan able to wrestle that puck free and slide that one past the blocker of Joseph Schwartz to break the shutout. We'll see if Middle Country can generate any momentum from this. Now it's a 4-1 game, a little over half a hockey game to play. Behind the net it goes. McCarthy almost was able to bring that towards the front. Mezzasalma. Past Cohen. Reyes. Dumps it in. Bouncing puck. McCarthy on the hunt here. Knocked Schwartz down to the ice and found it. Centers. Hill fanned on it and Schwartz keeps it out. Hill and Neenan were in front. Not sure who the pass was to exactly, but I believe Hill's the one that got a stick on it. Not much, though. And it slowed up for Schwartz. Neenan from McCarthy. The first goal for Middle Country tonight. Kings Park Commack will make some changes. Puck out past Figueroa to Zolo. Lifted Figueroa's stick, but didn't bring the puck with him. Cohen's offside. Tried to time it up. And then he got turned around as Colin Skinner brought it in. Skinner puts it in. Figueroa right back out. Trainer. Off a leg. Waterman gets to it. Gets spun around. Cohen holds it in. Cohen's already got one. Looking for the toe drag. Still fights it towards the net. Graziano steers it aside. Figueroa up the boards. Hill to the line. Not quite out. Graziano pops it up into his glove and snags it. Face-off win, a shot, and I believe Graziano got a piece on the try from Waterman. Around it goes, Hill and Tuazolo get there. Trainer holds the line, takes the high shot. Off the glove, I believe, of Graziano, and we had an interference penalty behind the play of sorts. I believe this time it's going against McCarthy, it is. And to the power play go the Knights. Up 4-1, looking to restore a 4-goal lead. Faceoff comes to Allstat, looking for Carbo, put it on the wrong side of him. It comes back out to center. Halfway through, a little over halfway through the second period. Only goal in this period coming from Middle Country as they try and get back in the game. But they score! It's Allstat! Bar down! Brody Allstat labels that shot. Off the back bar. Does indeed restore that 4-goal lead on the power play. Allstat from Carbo. And right back in they come. Allstat's first of the game and his 7th of the young season. Turnaround shot that caught the outside of the cage. Schwartz. Now for Allstat. There's a Salma. There's a stick tied up with Figueroa's. It comes to Carbo. Carbo for Schwartz. Steps through Rivera. Back down Allstat. Allstat all the way across. Hill trying to get to it. Mezzasalma kept it away from him, and the man in front that was Allstat. And then he tried to jam it from a tough angle off the outside of the post. Centers it again. Splits through everyone and back out. Here's Conlon. Rivera brings it in. It's offside. Both teams make changes. Schwartz, Carbo, Allstat head off. Middle Country controls. Mezzasalma lost it. Rivera kept it moving. Mezzasalma gets to it again and puts it in deep. Giumetti gave it away. Centering pass. Cohen trying to fight it on goal. Could not. Gets past Trainer and back down the ice. Icing. .452 left here in the second. A game from wire to wire so far has been really controlled by the Knights high. Shot Waterman over the net. Trainer down low. Picked off and started back out by Lucas Reyes. Reyes lost it at the blue line. The defenseman will stay back and let Conlon go in after it. Rivera stepped up to hold possession for a moment. Now it's taken away, and Mezzasalma trying to split through. Chips it on to himself. Cohen was nearby as well. Mezzasalma backdoor, and it's fed just wide by Tuazolo. Slap shot deflected off the ice from out high, and it was snagged by Graziano. Four minutes left, another face-off win. The shot may have been deflected off of someone and into the glass by Skinner. Skinner over skating. Here's Conlon. Conlon over the line, couldn't get through, stays within, got knocked down, and a power play upcoming for Middle Country. See what the call is here. It's going to be against Mason Cohen. And it's a roughing call. .346 left here. A chance for Middle Country to try and get this one a little bit closer late. But a face-off win for KPC, and they spring Allstat. Allstat, Figueroa, great on the back check. It still got through. Graziano made the save, didn't know where it was, and then Allstat swept it right through the top of the crease. Boy, he's had himself a game. Flips it towards the front. Only white jerseys in sight. Skated out by Elena Figueroa. From the run line, throws it in towards Schwartz, made the stop. Had to cover quickly as Figueroa was closing in. And Figueroa is going to the box for something. She stopped short to trying to avoid a collision. Looks like a lot of snow got sprayed up onto the goalie Schwartz, and don't really think that was intentional, but she is in the box, and Conlon serving it for unsportsmanlike conduct. Here's Carba. Down low, so it's a 4-on-3 for KPC. Shot fought off by Graziano. Backhanded to the blue line and out. Carbo gets to it. Rivera got a piece of it. Back in though. A chance, save Graziano on Skinner, and it's cleared down the ice. Schwartz out to play it. Just 35 until KPC goes to the power play. 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on Conlon and Figueroa. And it will be a 5-on-3 for a little over 30 seconds. McCarthy faked a hit and gave Schwartz thinking better about playing that puck. Waterman, though, walks in, shot deflected and then blocked and cleared back out. So 30 seconds of power play time as that shot goes high. 30 seconds of 5-on-3, and then be back to 5-a-size. It ends up on goal where it's covered. Just 95 seconds left here in the second period. $20 left on the penalties. Late change for Middle Country gets Giametti out on the ice. Face-off win for KPC. To Azzolo. High shot over the net. Giametti clears it ahead, and it's a foot race. McCarthy will get there. Doesn't have much of an angle. Throws it on goal. Glove save. Joseph Schwartz and his teammates and the KPC bench and fan base loving it. Schwartz, known as a skater, gets between the pipes tonight. He's having himself a pretty good game and makes this good glove save, flashing the leather. And then right off the face-off, the shot hit him as he was standing up, and it was sitting there in the slot. He couldn't find it. No one could bang it home. To Azzolo back in on the breakaway. Save Graziano down the other end. Great sequence for the goalies here as the puck cleared down the ice. Icing. 59.3 on the clock. Back to 5-a-side. Hill sweeps it out down the ice. No icing. And McCarthy will be the first one on this one as well. Waterman in pursuit. Puts a shoulder into him as he passed it all the way back to the point. Stepping up on it is Grayson Giametti. Hill. Down low. To Azzolo. Gave it away. McCarthy has Hill in front. Centers it across. They score. A late goal with just 25.3 left in the second. And Middle Country brings it back to within 3. Eyes up that time for McCarthy. And Hill, looks like he just squeezed it 5-hole. To keep this game within shouting distance here for Middle Country. Late in the second. Right back in though comes KPC. Skinner, high shot. Off the outside of the post there as Graziano held the iron. Held in here by Austin Tuazolo. And the potential 2-on-1, they score! Just before the horn. There was only about 3 seconds left. McCarthy heads up play, just had to shoot it. And he beat Schwartz up high to end the period. Never an easy shot to stop from the point, and that one just fluttering in on Schwartz fooled him a bit, and Middle Country will take it. We got ourselves a hockey game heading to the third period. We'll be right back on LI Sports Network. Well, blink and you'll miss it. We got ourselves a hockey game here to start the third period of play. Brady Campbell with you alongside Rowan Lannick on the camera. 15 minutes left in regulation. The game mostly controlled by Kings Park. Commack is now just a 2-goal game. Here's Hill back in. Hill save, big rebound. McCarthy turnaround shot blocked in front. Middle Country picking up where they left off to start the third. Back in, Skinner, check to the boards by Reyes. Allstat takes it wide, takes it behind, tries to center. Carbo open, and he scores, and a response for Kings Park Commack to start the third. And they lead it 6-3. And then during the celebration, I believe, Carbo's going to get penalized here. I think he was taunting McCarthy a little bit there. The goal will stand. To the power play, though, goes Middle Country here in the 6-3 hockey game, just 35 seconds in to the third period. KPC wins the faceoff and hammers it out. Unsportsmanlike conduct, the call. And they score again, shorthanded. KPC with the response to start period number 3. They lead it by 4 once again. Didn't seem like much was going on, but the steal and the tough angle try sneaks in. And Middle Country with all the momentum now zapped out of them. As Allstat scores from Skinner, and they come right back in, and it's fired, I believe, off the post that time. Middle Country now back on their heels. Giametti will try and get something back here. Shot blocked by Waterman. Hill clears it out. Allstat had a stick trapped, picked up by Skinner, and he's got a short-handed break, and he hit the crossbar. Kings Park Commack here, short-handed. A few more chances, nearly bringing it to their game best 5-goal lead, but it will stay 7-3 as that one caught the iron if you're just joining us. This game was 4-0 going into the second period, and 4-1 as Middle Country got on the board. Then it was 5-1 late in the period. In the final minute, actually, as Waterman hits the outside of the net. And Middle Country got a goal with 25 seconds left from Owen Hill, and then a buzzer beater from the red line on what would have been a 2-on-1. But Liam McCarthy saw he was basically out of time and just hammered one towards the net that found the back of the net. Middle Country with all the momentum, but KPC destined to try and make their record 3-1 here tonight. Storm right back to start the third. Waterman. Figueroa back on the ice. Waterman gets by her. Waterman power move. Couldn't get it past Graziano. And Elena Figueroa starts ahead with it. Chopped out by Mezzasalma. Reyes, the defenseman, follows it up. Drops it behind him, and it's chipped back out to center. KPC will kill the final seconds of a very successful penalty kill. As they put 2 on the board to make it 7-3. Centering pass to Azzolo, scores! And this time it's Austin. 5-goal lead, their biggest of the game. Great centering pass here from Mason Cohen. Gets it past Reyes to Azzolo's just got to pull the trigger and roofs that shot. And we seemed to be headed for an exciting third period. Middle Country actually had a pretty good chance too in the opening minute. But KPC stormed right back. The goal from Carbo, and then got the unsportsmanlike penalty and the shorthanded goal from Allstat, and now the goal from Austin to Azzolo. They come right back. Pops up in the crease. Looking to cover, Graziano could not reach it. Allstat back towards Schwartz. He'll have to play it back in neutral ice. Schwartz and Cohen on the assists. Austin to Azzolo and Joseph to Azzolo on the board. Backhand try, save Graziano. Rebound available. Could not get it on goal. Nice pass across Carbo, denied. Graziano went post to post there in an instant to make that save. Cohen in the corner. Middle Country trying to clear, cannot. Allstat drops it off. Across it comes to Schwartz. Schwartz looking for a deflection. It got blocked off, and Conlon will go around the boards. Mezzasalma steps up. Takes it wide. Justin Mezzasalma goes to the vacant point, now occupied by Cohen. Cohen steps through. Stick checked, but he feeds it out towards the front. Knocked away. Big check delivered, perhaps a bit too big. Carbo is going to go off as he put a shoulder up high into Neenan, and we'll get the call. Elbowing. So it's their biggest deficit of the night. We'll see if Middle Country can generate a power play goal here and try and get themselves some momentum to get back in this game. We saw in this first game, and we saw in this one, towards the end of that period, how quickly the momentum can change and then shift right back to start the third here in this one. They win the faceoff, and an errant pass comes out, and Joseph Tuazolo going to give the run. Reyes beats him to the puck. 10 minutes left here at the rinks. Kings Park Commack trying to hold on and wrap this one up. First, it starts with a kill, and it starts right there with the save by Schwartz. In tight. He stopped Conlon. McCarthy on it. Up top, Reyes shoots, saves Schwartz, rebound. He stopped that one as well and jumps on it to get the whistle. Draw controlled by KPC, and they're able to get it back out. Reyes under pressure from Tuazolo. And Austin Tuazolo couldn't get by Reyes. Now just turns one towards the net. Played away by Graziano. Waterman. Past Allstat. 1 minute left on the power play for the Cougars. Giametti, nice feed onto McCarthy, and Cohen driving but couldn't get the pass there. Reyes flips one just wide of the net. Trainer around for Allstat. Reyes lost the handle a bit, so he pokes it in deeper, and Trainer heads back on it. Tuazolo couldn't get to it. Reyes nearly had a deflection stopped by Schwartz, and then it trickled wide. Waterman gets to it, skates it out, and now skates it in. Waterman takes it wide, drives in, and hit the post. And came out the other side. He snuck it past Graziano, but not the iron. And a successful kill for Kings Park Commack. 3-on-2 though. Conlon, shot blocked. Conlon just tries to center it. Battle of the wills there, and it's won by KPC's Mezzasalma. Ahead looking for Schwartz, or rather Skinner, and he couldn't get it through. Mezzasalma, McCarthy took the puck away for a moment. Now it's Schwartz. Allstat got turned around, finds it. Brody Allstat trying to center, bouncing around, and chipped back out. Halfway through this third period of play. Period 3-0 here in this third in favor of KPC, which has really put a damper on Middle Country's party heading into the period. Skinner takes it wide. Carbo. Skinner stumbled down. Mezzasalma couldn't hold it in. Cross-ice pass back in. Kings Park Commack. Cohen flips the bouncer on goal. Getting a piece of it. Look out was Graziano. And then nearly had it banked in off of him. Mezzasalma steals, steps up, right pad save, big rebound. And it's still loose. Looks like we have a penalty upcoming. Perhaps more than one, as Reyes taking it to Schwartz after the whistle. And it looks like he'll be going. I believe he's not the only one. There was an initial call before that sequence. Allstat was skating towards the bench box area, and maybe he thought there was a penalty on him, but the ref didn't say anything, and so he tried to sneak back into the play, and looks like it is just against Reyes, and it is 4 minutes. Shot on, big save, Graziano. Down the ice it goes, and for KPC, you just can't make any crazy mistakes that lead to pucks in the back of your own net here. Can at the very least try and just kill 4 minutes off the clock. That'll leave us with about a little over a minute and a half left. Mezasoma gets stopped by Graziano. Cross-checking the penalty against Reyes. And there were two of them. There's actually a cross-check right as the whistle came, and as Schwartz got up, he gave him another shot, and the ref's gonna get that one, especially after the whistle every time. 6 minutes remaining. Skinner takes it behind the net. Centers it. Rivera got a stick on it. Tuazolo down low. Man wide open in front. Tuazolo couldn't get it there. Skinner in front. Austin Tuazolo. It hit his skate on the wrong side of him. Trainer shot blocked back out to neutral ice by McCarthy. Gives it a run, pressuring Skinner. He knocked the puck away from him, but goes right to Waterman. Aaron pass that time. Trainer has to hustle to keep it away from Neenan. Both Tuazolos ahead of the pack, 2-on-1. This is Joseph. Shoots, stayed out. Hit the crossbar. Centers it though, and it's tapped wide. As his brother wide open in front, feeds it through. It was blocked. Skinner back for Austin, and he scores. Third time's a charm. Tuazolo's got his second of the game. Back to back. He makes it 9-3. Very similar to his first goal. And they bring it to now 2-minute power play, and Allstat comes back in. Shot goes wide. Centering pass bouncing around. Allstat gonna get a clean shot away. He's open though. Pass to him. He fans on it. Mezasoma dips the shoulder and takes it behind the cage. Reverses course to the near side. Up top, Mason Cohen. Back down. Centering pass picked off. Clearing attempt fanned on by Giametti. Puck comes free. McCarthy hustles back on it. Up the boards. Cohen steps down. Stepped around a hit from Neenan. Flips it on goal. Steered aside. 4 minutes remaining. A minute left on the power play. Look out. There's a man behind the defense. McCarthy timed it perfectly, but can't catch up to it. Takes it wide behind the net. Would have been gone for a breakaway, but the puck just went out of his reach and he couldn't get to it in time. 40 ticks left. Flipped out by Hill. Gets past McCarthy, who sweeps it deeper. 3.5 remaining here in this one. Here's Allstat back in. Shot, stick, save. Conlon. Allstat poked it off his stick, and what a save that was. Graziano. His teammate had it. He wasn't necessarily ready for that chance. But as he fell back, was able to kick out the left pad to make that awkward stop. Shot deflects down and goes wide. Flipped across ice. Schwartz trying to find it. Could not. Conlon gets to it. And here's McCarthy. McCarthy just timed it up as Reyes was able to get a skate back. McCarthy towards the front. Takes a hard bump. Laying on the ice there for a moment. Shaken up, we get the whistle. As he slowly pops back up to his feet with 2.5 remaining. So another look at that. Awkward play. A good save nonetheless here by Graziano, as Allstat knocked it off Conlon's stick. We'll get another look at that chance that hit the crossbar from Tuazolo. From my vantage point, I thought that might have gone in, but close call, and it stayed out. KPC comes right back in. Here's Figueroa. Around Waterman on it. Gets free of Hill and Conlon. Centering pass knocked away. 2 minutes left here in this one. Here's Hill. Separated from the puck by Skinner. He's had a great game here tonight as well. Scored the second goal of the game for KPC, which made it 2-0 at the time. Waterman. 90 seconds left, looking for one more. May have glanced off the glove of Graziano and high. Reyes to the point, Trainer waiting for it there. Shot blocked by Conlon. We'll try and shake that one off as it comes to the front. Tuazolo was looking for the natural hat trick. Graziano said, not yet. And we get a whistle, and I believe a penalty, maybe penalties. One on each team here, and both players seem to be up in arms, and Lucas Reyes in the middle of it again. With guess who? Ryan Schwartz. This time they'll both go with exactly 1 minute on the clock. We'll stay 5 aside, though. Coincidental minors. Reyes leaving the box, and it looks like his night is done one way or another, but he'll head to the locker room early. Can't quite see who went in there to take his place. But we're set to go now. The puck is down. And Skinner fights one towards the goal off the outside of the cage. Final minute as KPC will improve to 3-1. Only question left is the score, as they have a scrum near the front. Could not get it through. Puck will pop back out to neutral ice, and Skinner's on it. The only power play up on the scoreboard right now is the one on Reyes, but both teams do have 5 players. Back in, Allstat looking for another shot up high. Sending a message there for the road, but a mask save by Graziano. Mezzasalma with 15. Centers in, Allstat pinballing around, and it's covered. And it looks like they'll just run out the clock, and that'll do it. A dominant win for KPC. Got a little hairy in the final minute of the second, but they storm back in the third and win this one by a score of 9-3. Joseph Schwartz picks up the victory. He looked solid in there tonight, and the team in front of him certainly did as well. So Reyes got unsportsmanlike, and Neenan was serving it, and then Reyes also got the 4 penalties in one game, so that's a game misconduct. Also got a 10-minute misconduct with the unsportsmanlike, but that'll do it. Austin Tuazolo caps the night with 2 goals. Allstat had one as well. Carbo, McCarthy, and Hill had the 2 for Middle Country back-to-back, which made it a hockey game. Connor Neenan got them on the board. Joseph Tuazolo picked up a goal as well, but that will do it for our coverage here tonight. A dominant win for KPC. They improved to 3-1. dropping Middle Country to 1-3. Thank you so much for tuning in. For Rowan Lonick on the camera here tonight, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score in this one, the Kings Park Commack Knights 9 and the Middle Country Cougars 3. You've been tuned into the Suffolk County High School Hockey League right here on LI Sports Network. Have a great night.